Okay, sample problem number 1. Saturated clay has a water content of 41.5% and a bulk specific gravity of 1.88. Determine the void ratio and specific gravity of soil solids. So, to approach this problem, unahin muna natin state yung given information. So, these are the given information or data. We have a saturated clay, so take note of the word saturated because that would mean that the value of S or the degree of saturation is equal to 100%. It may not be directly stated as S is equal to 100%, but the word saturated is implying that S is indeed equal to 100%. The water content is 41.5% and the bulk specific gravity is 1.88. So required, letter A, void ratio. Letter B, specific gravity of soil solids or G sub S. So this is the solution. First, we define the formula of bulk unit weight as the product of the specific gravity, the bulk specific gravity, and the unit weight of water. And since the soil is saturated, we can assume that the moist unit weight is equivalent to the saturated unit weight. Hence, the moist unit weight or the saturated unit weight is equal to 1.88 times 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter. And that is equal to 18.44 kilonewton per cubic meter. Next, since soil is saturated, so as we have mentioned, S is equal to 100% or 1.0, then we apply equation x dot x to get, I'm not sure kung ano yung equation x dot x, but that equation is S times E is equal to G sub S times W. Okay, so that is equation x dot x. So substituting known values, S is equal to 1, G sub S is unknown, and W or the moisture content is equal to 41.5%. So we have an equation for the void ratio which is equal to 0.415 times G sub S. We then apply equation x dot x, so another equation that you need to memorize, and that equation x dot x refers to this formula. Gamma saturated is equal to the G sub S plus S times E over 1 plus E times unit weight of water. Then substituting equation E is equal to 0.415 G sub S to this equation, so we arrive at this equation. And we have already computed the saturated unit weight to be equal to 18.44 kilonewton per cubic meter. So ang only unknown na lang natin dito is G sub S or the specific gravity of soil solids. Solving for G sub S using analytical or numerical methods or just your calculator, kung powerful ang calculator, mag-shift solve lang, then you can solve for G sub S is equal to 2.961. Then lastly, once G sub S is known, you can also solve for the void ratio. So void ratio is equal to 0.415 times 2.961. So E is equal to 1.229.